Listen, if it's one thing that I'm pretty sure we're all aware of is that life is out here moving fast, okay? It's a lot going on. We got society telling us what we should be doing, we should be, all while we're still trying to figure ourselves out. But you know what we can do? We can be mindful of where we are in this present moment and take small steps towards becoming better by the day and towards reaching our God-given purpose. So let's figure it out and work through it together. Welcome to Mindful Moments, y'all. A space where we talk it out, laugh it out, cry it out, hash it out. Listen, just get it all out, okay? This is a safe space for you, where we talk about the ups, the downs, even the in-betweens. A place where we go through it so we can grow through it. Tune in every week as we fill our minds with who we're destined to be, with positivity, with awareness, and honestly, just with love. So I encourage you, let's be mindful of today in hopes for, yes, a better you, but also in hopes for a better tomorrow. Again, welcome to Mindful Moments. Welcome back to another episode of Mindful Moments. I am your host, Jada Lowe. And y'all clocking in? Because we clocking in. We are at season 2. I'm trying to see if I want to do like the whole season thing. But for right now, we're going to do season 2. We on episode 20-something. So look, we moving. And y'all, we're back. We're back. This episode is going to drop in February. And I had to give myself some time to like get situated, get in, get moving, get recording. But y'all, it feels good to be back. I missed y'all. I missed talking to y'all. I missed knowing that I was going to be recording, talking to this camera, and knowing that somebody was going to be on the other side watching on YouTube or listening or whatever. So, y'all, we are back in this thing, chicken wing. Okay, so before we start, get into all the yada, 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 woo, 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 let me say from the bottom of my heart, thank y'all so much. Listen, to do a podcast, like the stereotypic, what? We starting already. We're not going to do that this year. The stereotypical, find it, the stereotypical statistic for podcast writers, like only 3% of them like make it past like 7 or so episodes. And we've done like 3 times that. I just want to say thank you, because even though I'm on this side recording, even though I'm on this side like writing out the content, recording and all that stuff, even though Devin's recording and doing all that stuff, we want to say thank y'all, because we wouldn't be here without y'all. So thank y'all for listening, whether y'all listen for 30 seconds, a minute, the whole shebang, the whole episode. Like, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate y'all for watching, because that's time taken out of your day. I appreciate you for watching. I appreciate you for listening. And if you go back to listen, double smooches. You going back to listen, that means you heard something and you wanted to go back. That's wild. That's mind-boggling. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank y'all. I'm trying to see if I want to tell y'all Happy New Year, because like it's February. So like, when the cutoff for saying Happy New Year, don't tell me Happy New Year after January 8th. After that, 8 days in, we done all got our feet wet. But Happy New Year. Happy Mindful New Year from Mindful Moments, from the host to y'all. So let's get into it, y'all. I want to talk about like some New Year stuff and kind of give y'all a gauge of what we'll be kind of talking about for February and for March. So I don't really have the theme for this season is Jesus Take the Wheel. We're gonna dive in like this month and next month. I want us to kind of focus on some of the reminders that I've had to tell myself, and I want to tell y'all that I think will be able to help us continue to be consistent and move into the new year, and the things that I've been trying to be mindful of. And honestly, all the things that I've been struggling with. Like, some of the stuff I tell y'all, it's either while I'm going through it and struggling with it, or it's after it, so I can give like a better perspective on what I learned from it. But yeah, just some stuff I want us to talk about that I think can help you and me both moving through the rest of the year. So let's talk about the infamous phrase, new year, new me. Is it really? Is it really new year, new you, babe? Be 100%. Is it new year, new me? I had to ask myself that. I told myself I wasn't saying that this year. Not like to not fall into like the typical stitch of like new year, new me, but I really just didn't feel a need to say it. Normally I would in like previous years before, because it's like I feel like new year, new me insinuates like a switch going off in people's head. It's like when the clock strikes 12, I'm a completely different person. You still may be problematic. You still got some stuff you need to work on. So it's like, why do we always say, like, this was the first year where I asked myself, why did I always say, and why do people always say new year, new me? Like, I like new year better me. I just like just happy new year and call it a day. Can we just leave it at happy new year and keep, now some people, there's a time where you need new year, new me, but I just didn't say that to myself this year. And mainly because like, this is the first year where I felt like I kind of had a grasp of what I wanted to keep in my life and what I wanted to remove and how I wanted to move throughout the rest of my life and in the different seasons. So when it went from 2023 to 2024, it wasn't like a switch or anything went off in my head. It was like, okay, like I finished the year strong. Let's keep that thing pushing. Let's keep the thing moving, right? And yeah, it just the new year, new me, it wouldn't hit in like it normally was. And I feel like sometimes when you say new year, new me, okay, now it's a new me. I'm supposed to be doing all this new stuff. You put all these expectations on you, and then you mess around and like slip up or something. So now it's the new year, old me. So what do you say then? It's like, I feel like let's leave new year, new me in 2023. But yeah, let's, I would give y'all like another, do I want to give y'all like another phrase to use? I don't have one. That's what I got for you. But let's say, like, if we have to put new year attached to it, let's say new year, better me. Yeah, let's do that. But yeah, this new year, like coming into 2024, it didn't feel like a big switch. The biggest thing that I know I want to work on is consistency. And I know I said this word a lot in past episodes, but just being intentional. And to be honest with y'all, I've been struggling a little bit with being intentional. It's been a minute since I've recorded, and it's been a minute since I've like sat down to plan. And when I was supposed to plan for this year, I didn't. Like, I was supposed to rest the whole month of December. I didn't rest not nan bit. I was still like, I was working in some areas, and then I wasn't working in some areas. And it didn't throw me off, but when it was time to like sit down and plan out my stuff for the pod, I kept pushing it back. And when it came time to do it, I just didn't really have like the energy for it or the effort, or I wanted to do it, but I didn't have the energy to do it, nor did I, neither did I, I didn't even want to put the effort into like planning either. And I realized that was because I've noticed for me in particular, sometimes when I know I need to do something, what deters me from doing it sometimes work-wise is when my energy or my creativity gets kind of drained a little bit. Because I feel like if I were to plan something out with that mindset, I wouldn't be able to get as much out of it as I know I could if I were to have gotten the right amount of rest. So December ended, and I just kind of like reflected on the new year and all that stuff, and this past year, 2023, and I said, Jada, like, you actually need to like sit down somewhere. And so that was why I was gonna originally drop when the first episode launched, which was like the 25th or something like that last year. I said I need a little bit more time, so I actually rested and planned And it went well. It went well. And so that's what I'm just trying to work on, like, not just saying I'm going to be intentional, but actually being intentional. And I feel like intentionality breeds consistency too. So that's what I've been trying to get a hold of. Not control, we'll talk about that, but get like a hold of. Yeah. Well, yeah, I know like this year I think the reason why it wasn't a switch either was because like I know what I got to do. And I think that may be the case for some of y'all too. Like, you know what you need to do and what you want to do to get to where you want to be. Don't always think of the new year as like a hard switch of something that you have to do, just have to do so different, when you could just keep implementing the same thing and just stacking and building on top of that. And that'll give you more headway than like I feel like New Year, New Me puts a lot of pressure on you. So I just wanted to mention that. And New Year, New Me is good in some cases, and in other cases, it can just be just a little wonky. Best word I know how to give it. But yeah, just be consistent. Yeah, the whole New Year thing I found is just a matter of continuity and just being consistent. And to be honest, like, let's just be honest here, Jay. So this is the first time where like the new year hit and I actually felt proud of myself. Previous years, it was like not that I ignored everything that I did, but I discounted it because it didn't really amount up to what I thought it should be, or it didn't amount up to what I thought it should be. It wasn't what I really wanted it to be, or I feel like I settled. And that caused me to kind of like have that new year like hard switch mindset. But like this time I was like, I actually did things that I wanted to do. I accomplished the things I wanted to accomplish, but I still got like some ways to go. So let me just stack on top of that. But yeah, as we move into this new year, as we continue to move into this new year, let's be intentional. Let's be mindful. Let's be cognizant of where we are and actually operate. Like, follow through with the intentionality. Don't just, and I'm saying this for me too, don't just say I'm going to be intentional. Have a plan with that. That's a part of being intentional too. So, yeah, I didn't want to make this episode too long. This was just like a thank you and a let's get this ball rolling new year type of thing. So, yeah, I missed y'all. Wait, hold on. Did y'all miss me? Be 100% completely honest. Did y'all miss me? All right. Okay. I still love you. But yeah, these next few episodes I'm excited for because they've had me in a tizzy, frankly. So we're going to touch those and get moving into it. But I just want to encourage y'all, like, if you finished 2023 and you didn't finish it how you wanted to finish it, you done woke up, you got some time, let's keep it pushing, let's keep the ball rolling. If you had some things that you did accomplish and you had some things that you were proud of, don't see, because another thing we can do too is like see everything that we did and completely forget it moving into the new year. No, like, celebrate what you did and take that with you into the new year so it can be a reference that you can do it again. So just keep those things in mind, babe. Okay. I love you. Y'all be safe. It's wild out there. Y'all be safe. I love you. Always be mindful, and I will see y'all in the next episode. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Mindful Moments. I want y'all to remember this. Take it one step at a time. Know that you're capable. Know that you're worth it. Be intentional and know that everything you need to accomplish the things you want is already inside of you. But look, y'all, the podcast doesn't end here, okay? Be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at O_Jada. That's O with 3 H's _JADA. You can see the visuals from past episodes and segments, and maybe even some teasers for upcoming episodes. And be sure to follow and like Mindful Moments on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, and even Google Podcasts. And as you go through your day, remember to be mindful of today in hopes for a better tomorrow. I'll see you in the next episode.